Hey you guys, this is Natasha and I did this colorful soap, but if you want to see what happened, it came out Crusty Mc Crust Crust. Okay, I was ready to throw it in the trash, but I managed to save it and it got it looking groovy and funky. So if you want to see what I did to change this soap, stay tuned for the rest of the video. Hey, yeah. Welcome to my channel. I am Natasha, and you have reached Natasha Southern Sense. That's the stop on the train today, and we are pumping it up a little bit. I made some mistakes in this soap, you guys, and I asked you guys your opinion on whether or not I should post this video because I wasn't really going to, but I did make some corrections to fix this soap, so I thought maybe it'd be a great idea to show you what I did. Again, thank you for being here. I am using BubbleGum from Rustic Essentials. This fragrance, guys, it's not that bad. I get more juicy fruit vibes from this scent more than anything. When it cures, it does kind of give me like a candy gum scent, but when it's straight out the bottle, it smells like juicy fruit. It's juicy fruit. And I started mixing all my colors. So let's just get into what happened. There was a design that I was trying to do, and I wanted to do a different approach to it, so I decided to get these colors together and try to do the design. Now, I will admit, the orange is completely left field. I was like, Natasha, what are you doing? You put in orange and pink and purple. But it worked. To me, it worked. It just had that punch. And I liked the colors, the way they went together at the end. But when I tell you, when I was making this soap, you're going to see, I gave up. I was just like, this is just crazy. But, it just goes to show you that a lot of good things can come out of mistakes, and to keep going, because I wanted to stop, but I kept going. King Tut, that gold, yeah, that's part of the issue. But we're going to see. I'm going to show you where things was just going wrong. It was at this point that I knew that my design, the way I pictured it, was not going to work. I guess I was trying to do the lines and then pour the soap on top of each other, and it come out like vertical lines. But I began to realize that maybe I should have transferred the colors into a smaller container that had a way to control the pour. That way I could have gotten what I was looking for. So that was definitely one of the first things I realized when I was doing this soap. The colors to me wasn't scaring me off. I was like, okay, I'm into this. I wasn't at first, but I'm into this. But I knew at this point, yeah, I was not gonna get that design that I was looking for. And another thing that's not helping the situation is this gold oil soup that's developing is the daggone loaf. The fact that the container spilled while I was trying to pour it. It was like the gods were like, excuse me, stop using this. So it's just gold mica mixed with oil. And generally, if you have a soap and you want to do a design that has like a little dribble of the gold mica and oil, it works because you put it on top, it's in small quantities, and it gives you a nice little gold effect. But the way I was doing it, no, that don't work. You can't do that. You can't pour chunks of oil in your batter. Not to mention the fact it's not good because you just screwed up all the super fat that you calculated. So when you do the formula for your soap, you indicate how much super fat you want in your bar. And when you keep adding more oil, it just knocks it off kilter. So then you get a soft bar of soap. When you unmold it, it's soft. When you try to cure it, it doesn't get as hard. So it's not a good idea, guys, to, oh God, I keep putting that oil in there. It's not a good idea. So I realized that, but that's why we learn. We learn from our mistakes, and I'm here showing you guys my mistakes. I'm human. Yes, I was seriously pausing because I was ready. I was done. I was thinking about all the batter that I probably wasted. I was done. And I started cleaning up the oil spill, the gold oil spill on the side of my table, trying to figure out what am I going to do. But I'm going to tell you, I told you the first two mistakes that I made. The third mistake that I made is I should have used a fragrance oil that I was very familiar with. So the BubbleGum Fragrance OIl wasn't horrible. It did allow some design to happen, but I should have found something that I was used to that moved slowly. And as you can see, we got Crusty Mc Crust Crust popping on the scene, making an appearance. It took me like 3-4 days before I even unmolded this. I was so done. Now, the fourth thing I wished I did is I wish I steamed the top, because that might have helped me figure out a better way to approach this soap. Steaming the tops helps to brighten it. It makes it look more new and fresh, and it might have helped me figure out what to do with that dried up gold that's on the top. Wow. I mean, look at that design. Oh my goodness. That looks so nice. It looks groovy. It looks funky. It looks disco. It looks nice. I did not expect that, guys. I did not expect that design. Look how the orange, it just accents everything. It's just like a little pop of color. It's definitely giving me groove is in the heart. Groove is in the heart. Let me not. Oh my goodness. So, pleasantly surprised by the design, realizing that I have some glycerin rivers, realizing that, now if you don't know what glycerin rivers are, I do have a video where I discuss that at length, but basically, you see like in the white area, it looks like it's like crackling. The soap is fine. It's a design. It's just aesthetically, it just kind of doesn't look that great. Sometimes you can manipulate glycerin rivers in your soap and make it look like a design, but not what I was aiming for at all. But I realized that, okay, I have a soap that I can save. I'm not going to sell this, but let's see how far we can go to save it. So this is what you see me doing. I'm cutting off some of the areas that are not that clean. And oh, look at that, look at that, beautiful. Glad I didn't throw it in the garbage. But notice there's not 1 ounce of gold in there. Yeah, it's not going to be, because you can't just pour colored oil in soap. It's going to absorb, but the colors probably going to rise to the top. Not in the quantity that I did it in. So I definitely wouldn't do that again. The next thing that I would not do is I will not mix my titanium dioxide in water unless the manufacturer implicitly expressed that it works well in water. I would rather mix my titanium dioxide in oil because it always works out better. I avoid those glycerin rivers when I do that. So guys, another mistake that I saw that I made is the quantity of the soap. I was a little overconfident. I made a large batch of soap that I was testing a design on, and really and truly, if I want to save money and save batter, I should have really tried this on a smaller ounce mold, soap mold, or soap loaf, so that I can really take advantage of, okay, this is what I'm gonna need to do when the loaf is larger. But you know what? This soap came out nice. I am definitely using these colors again. Look at that. That repair is awesome. It's beautiful. And I love it. I love it. I know you're not leaving the party now. You guys gotta hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and watch some more of my videos. Y'all know better than that, than to leave. You can't be disrespectful. You gotta watch some more videos. Listen, guys, protect your energy. I appreciate and value your time, and I will see you on the next video. See you guys.